Thank you very much for allowing me to share my thought on this online 8 weeks MBA program. I discuss three aspects: financial feasibility, academic feasibility, and sequencing feasibility. This is performance of our MBA program in the past 5 years. Here is headcount. Here is our registration. As you can see, in the past 3 years, we have performed perfect in registration. Our registration has increased from 40 to about 70. If my data is correct, I downloaded from IR data. If we focus on what we are doing, who knows? In 3 years, we may go from 70 to 200. One way of doing it is perhaps a monthly meeting between people who teach MBA courses to find better ways to make students engage in the classroom, and more importantly, to link the material of courses together, more interdisciplinary activities. So what will happen if we introduce this 8 weeks MBA program? Does it continue its current trend? Is that trend improved? We will see something like this or something like this. What will happen to our face-to-face MBA program if we introduce this 8 weeks online? To my knowledge, this is what will happen. Over a couple of years, we substitute our current face-to-face MBA program with the 8 weeks online. To substantiate this claim, here is a questionnaire I collected a few months ago without knowing about this proposal. My class is flipped. The lectures are delivered online, and the students come to class mainly for coaching, troubleshooting, and quizzes. We have weekly quizzes at home and also weekly quizzes in class. I asked students these 2 questions, that if they prefer the conventional class or flipped class, and 92% responded they prefer flipped class. And then I asked them also, would they like me to deliver the lectures face-to-face or as it is, which are my recorded YouTube lectures embedded into my PowerPoint slides. And 84% said they prefer my recorded lectures. This shows that a large portion of these students will be attracted to the online class. And gradually, I think we will miss our face-to-face MBA. But the alternative is to fully focus on our face-to-face MBA, organize all our resources, especially great professors that we have here, to communicate with each other and improve the quality of our face-to-face MBA program. On academic feasibility, do our students have those foundations to grasp 4 courses in 16 weeks? I usually at the beginning of the semester have 2 types of quizzes. It's not based on the material that I teach. It is based on the general foundation of students and what they have learned in other classes. The first quiz is about analytical foundations of the students. I say we have a course. This is percentage of different course components, and these are the grades you have got. Compute your average. This is question 1. In question 2, I asked, you have not taken the final yet. You have taken 3 of these components. Compute your average up to now. And in the third question, I have the same situation, and I ask, suppose you need to have a B+ as a final grade of this course. Given your performance in the previous parts, what you should get in final exam to secure a B+. So the questions are mainly about weighted average. the results are not very good. My second quiz is about how the student carry their knowledge from one class to another class. I give them these data. This is about the relationship between quantity produced and total cost. So it's graphically, it is a relationship like this, and I ask them to estimate the fixed cost, total fixed cost, and variable cost, which can be done through a regression analysis. I also give them this data, which is price versus quantity, price set, quantity sold. Again, this is a graph. What is the maximum quantity that we can sell, and what is the maximum price that we can set? And that would not be a difficult question to answer. The results do not ensure me that the student carried their knowledge from one course to another. From foundations point of view and from being able to carry their knowledge, we need to think about them and we need to improve this situation. If we go back to the performance of our current MBA program, this is graduation rate, registration rate, and this is headcount. Average headcount is about this. This is average registration, average graduation. So if I combine graduation and registration, I can come out with something called throughput. And headcount plays the role of inventory. And then in the virtue of the Little's law, I can write throughput times flow time is equal to inventory, and I can compute that flow time is around 3.4 years. And this is the graph for flow time with this average. So currently, it takes our student 3.4 years to get graduated, and still they have difficulties to carry their knowledge. What will happen if we reduce this 3.4 to 1 year online? And I think we all also know the difficulties with online quizzes and exams. So I think it will be to our benefit to focus on our current face-to-face MBA. If that is rejected, then perhaps it may be to our benefit, and more importantly to our student benefits, not to make it 8 weeks. Just create an alternative for our face-to-face class with the same 16 weeks duration. There is also some difficulties with the sequencing of classes. I did a study for our undergraduate program, and I realized that, for example, in lower division courses, it is better if students first take statistics and then accounting and then economics. They can take these two together and then take economics. And for core courses, this study showed it is better to take gateway first, then 1 or 2 of finance and management, then 1 or 2 of marketing and operations management. More than 50% of our students are from our college. More than 75% of our students are coming from CSUN. The characteristics of our MBA students are very influenced by our undergraduate students. And perhaps this study may be helpful in sequencing the courses for our MBA program. Even if this study is not helpful, we may look at performance of our students in core courses, in different core courses, and see in which core courses they get higher grades, and put those core courses before the courses that they may get lower grades. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.